Hi, welcome back. Okay, so what is this video about? It's about nature journaling and how I see it. I consider it for reflection, and it's kind of a time that I spend looking at something and trying to analyze it and understand it a while ago. My neighbor gave me some lavender, and I looked at it and I thought, oh, that's interesting. And I started to draw the plant, and I thought, well, that is so interesting, and I found out a lot of things, but there was a lot of things I didn't know about. So I went on Google and I did some search. I wrote down what I was noticing and a little bit of metadata. So you write down the date, temperature, what is it like, is it sunny, windy, and I put down the air quality, the UV, how high the UV or the pollen is for that day, and then I write down details about that plant, and I really enjoyed doing that, and that was kind of an eye-opener because you go in deeper to what you're looking at. So you're trying to understand the story behind of that plant that you're doing. Join me with your favorite drink, and we'll go from there. Now, nature journaling is a depiction of what you see, and then you ask yourself, you have questions about it. So it's a way of finding knowledge, awakening to something. It's a way of feeling and understanding the environment around me. As a painter, I want to go out and I want to paint what I see because I love it, because it speaks to me, because it inspires me. I've always said this, I see beauty even in the ugliest thing. If there's a tree that is putrefied and you look at it and you see this world of color, mushrooms, insects, and there's growth. It feeds the other trees around it. So when I go out and I paint, I always marvel at what's in front of me. Even a leaf, my goodness, how did that thing come to be? So when I go out in nature, I am always in awe. I try to depict what it is that I see. I am fascinated by nature and what it has to offer. I lack a lot of knowledge. And so nature journaling is the feedback that I need. And it makes me think, and it makes me understand things, and so that's one aspect about nature journaling, the difference between nature journaling and going out there and doing art. When I nature journal, my brain is more geared towards understanding and discovery. And you know what? I say that, but it's the same when I paint. It's just that the difference between the two is that nature journaling is really about going in deeper. Perhaps because I started nature journaling about 2 years ago, and it's always on and off. But it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate it, because I really do enjoy it. It's a totally different frame of mind. If you go out and you nature journal, you have behind you a precious amount of information that you've captured. You're keeping history as you're doing that. So it's a really good reference. Even if you start and you just write the date and the weather and temperature and all these little things, and you make a quick sketch and you write down what you noticed, and it's very helpful, and you see your growth also. I started very late in life, and I find it quite interesting, but I know that the way I do nature journaling is I will write poems. I will write my impressions and how it made me feel, and so This is another page that I did last September, and I wrote, "Hot summer days will soon be over. Flowers will die or go to sleep, replaced by others for the season. Birds will migrate to warmer climates, while some will remain with us. All creatures prepare for what's ahead as we await the bountiful harvest of the land. How I long for my cozy sweaters. Welcome, dear autumn." I'm welcoming autumn because I know that winter is not too far, and those are my favorite time of the year because it's where I can get back inside and start working, and it's my favorite time of year. This month, Robert and I, we've been going out almost every day looking for birds. We've been dealing with really hot days, then cold days. Then this week we had hail. I think it's either Monday or Tuesday, I can't remember. Rain, cold. Today it's a gorgeous day. Yesterday, I think it was -2 degrees when we went out, and early in the morning. The flowers that we see, we only see like small wild flowers. And this morning at Petrie Island, I saw violets, and they were just gorgeous. But I mean, they're small, and that's about the only flowers that I've seen so far. This week, I decided to buy some flowers. I thought, well, I want to do some flowers, and why not do a nature journal page? I bought daffodils, and I thought, well, that will be fun. It really surprised me what I was looking at when I got back into the studio. It's quite a lot of things about daffodils that I didn't know about, and it's pretty interesting. So the rest of the video is about how I made my daffodils, and I hope you will enjoy. This is the material that I will be using. So I have my Pentel Reservoir water brush, which I love. My watercolor palette, which I will put next to my sketchbook. So let me explain. I'll be working on this page here, and here I will write some notes. The flowers. There are 6 petals, so this petal is longer, and another one here. What I'll do is I'll put this one here, so all you see is the corona, but so there's one leaf here, a petal I should say, sorry. There's one petal here. This one here is like really short. Then there's another one here that's kind of like, not too sure if it's gonna drop or not. And there's another one here, and I don't see the one behind. Here I have a beautiful, it's big, so there's comme ça. Ça fait 1, 2, 3. Ok, puis là t'as celle-là. Puis t'as elle qui s'en va un petit peu comme ça. Okay. And here I have this strange position, so it's like this. And then I have a petal that goes like this. This is not the petal, I don't know. So this, there's this here. There's one that's kind of flimsy, floppy, and there's this. What I'll do is I'll do the corona. So this one, I'll start with this one. So you have this, goes like this, and you have this, like this. New to me, so here I have this shape. It's like this, like this, like this. Ça s'en va comme ça. There is some greenish inside there. There's nothing here. Now, here there is a, I don't know, I know it's not a petal. And that's what nature sketching is about, because I have a lot of questions and I don't know what it is that I'm looking at. So I have this long stem. So I will show you the flower that I am working from. I will try to explain what it is I'm trying to do. Now, if I look at this plant, what do I see? Okay, so there's a few that have bloomed. This one here is about to. And this one is kind of almost there. Here I have several that are about to come out. Now, the leaves are long, pointy, greenish. The flowers themselves are, so there are 6 petals. And this darker is orange. Inside there are some little things in there, but I don't know what they're called. The stem is long, and as I was saying, if you look at, there's this sleeve that once the flower is out, this kind of dries out. As the flower is in there, you see the flower inside. There's a lot of things that is new to me. At the bottom, towards the soil, there's this other portion that I don't know what it is. And so we'll have to figure this out. So that's a daffodils that I'm trying to figure out. I know nothing about flowers, really. I like to paint them, but I don't know much about them. So if I go back to my sketchbook, I've tried to depict what I was looking at, this section here. So that's really the start of a nature journaling page. So I will fix this because it's too green and it does not really represent the colors of the flowers. So I will fix that with, I think I will fix it with gouache. This is the final page about daffodils that I did, and let me see. Okay, so what I did is I wrote down the things that I noticed. I learned a lot about daffodils back in May 2011. I was dabbling with watercolor pencils, I think, and I didn't really like what the flowers that I came up with, but I felt inspired to write a little poem, and so I'll read it. Doux printemps. Après un long sommeil, doucement la nature s'éveille. De jolies fleurs s'étirent vers le soleil, la vie reprend son cours et je m'émerveille. So really it's about spring, and after a long sleep, nature is awakening, and pretty flowers are blooming everywhere, looking to the sun, and life is slowly taking back its course, and I marvel at it all. So really, that's what the poem is about, and so I thought it was appropriate to write this poem in this page right now. Although I am not doing nature journaling the best way of doing it, I am doing it, and I find that fascinating. But this summer, I plan to go out in our backyard, in the front yard, neighbors, nature, and I will sketch outside, and so it will be more nature sketching and nature journaling. Doing art in nature and nature journaling, to me, they are almost the same. I think they complement one another. I look forward to seeing you next time in about 2 weeks from now. Until then, please take care of yourself, and I will see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.